Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, James Sweeney from Modern Wall Street on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. And 1 week later, again, I'm graced with the presence of none other than Sarge Guilfoyle, a.k.a. Sarge. Sir, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to me again. And how's your day going?
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you for having me. Two, we have a pretty strong day here on Wall Street, be it on light volume, but it's always a good day when you start out talking about the 2054 level on the S&P and you end up talking about the 2061 level.
All right, you said there's a strong day. Is this attributed to the rise in oil prices, the barrage of economic data we had today, or is it because of light trading volume?
Without a doubt, oil prices, we found a bid the other day. It's been pushing the market up ever since. We're at a level now where some guys are starting to get comfortable. And let's not discount those money managers who had minus signs on their years, and they did a little bargain hunting over the last few days while equity prices were considerably lower than they are now.
So we're attributing this to oil prices at all. We had a ton of economic data today, especially with tomorrow's abbreviated session Friday off. Has that played into the markets at all today?
You know, I don't think so. I mean, the housing data has been a little bit disappointing, maybe a lot of bit disappointing, but I don't think that's really had an impact on the equity markets. The GDP number yesterday came in about where we expected. There's been a ton of data. Spending is about what it should have been. Income's about what it should have been. I don't think there was anything that was shocking enough to really jolt the market or to make people think twice about future monetary policy.
So I have to ask you this question. It barely happens at the New York Stock Exchange 3 times a year. We have an abbreviated session tomorrow, an off day on Friday, 3-day weekend. What do you expect the markets to do at the end of the session today and the end of the week tomorrow?
You know, I'm hoping we can hang on to these nice gains today. It's light volume today, and it'll be light volume tomorrow especially. You might even see some kids running around this floor. But I'm really hoping that technically, because the market's traded technically all week long. I mean, algorithms pretty much rule the roost these days, except for certain times of the day. And you can see how they do run from one point to the next, very technically, almost where they're supposed to go. I'm hoping we hang on to it. 2061 would be nice, but 2054 in the S&P would still be very nice if we can hang on to that level. And tomorrow's kind of a gambling session, if you will. Things can move any which way, and there's really no rhyme or reason to what will happen in such a shortened session with so few people on the floor.
All right, so last question is, you mentioned a nice thing. A nice thing is usually Christmas time on Friday. What are your plans? What are you doing?
Oh, I have a sister who lives in Connecticut, and I will be heading up to my sister. It starts out with the eve, though, where I visit my wife's relatives in Astoria, Queens. You know, I'm a Queens guy. and we pretty much have a nice time with the relatives.
Well, Sarge, Guilfoyle, thank you very much for your time, and Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas to you, sir.